Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Arena. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a multicolor background gradient on Elementor without the use of any line of CSS code or the upload of any gradient background image to your website. So with this method, you have the ability to position your gradient on strategic points on different devices on your website. That is to say, this method gives you the ability to control how your gradient shows on mobile devices and tablets, and we can see that on our sample site. Like, this is what it looks like on desktop, and if you come over here, check it out on tablet, you can see how it is positioned neatly on tablet and even on mobile devices as well. So at the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to create gradient mixtures that looks like this on lighter background, and even something like this as well, and this as well, with multiple colors on all background types and all that. So without further delay, let's dive in and get started. In our Elementor editing canvas, I've already taken the time out to create a demo hero section where we're going to apply our multicolor background gradient. Mind you, there are other ways in which you can apply background gradient to your website, such as the use of a custom CSS code or the use of images. However, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you a more easier way to achieve it that gives you more control over the position of your gradient on your website on both the mobile and tablet screens. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to make use of the spacer widget. So we're going to drag it and drop it here, and then we're going to come over here for the height of our spacer. We're going to set it to 1000 pixel. We'll go to the advanced settings, and then we'll come over to the width, set it to custom width, change the unit from percentage to pixel, and give it a custom width of 1000 pixel as well. Okay, so now let's turn on our navigator. And then for the spacer, we're going to rename it. Let's call this spacer here purple, which is going to be the color of our gradient, our first color. Then let's duplicate it. And then for the second color, we're going to call it blue. And then the third color, let's duplicate it again. We're going to call this color gold color. Okay, so now that we've done that, the next thing we're going to do, let's go back to our purple color. And the advanced settings, let's come down to the background. Now for the background, we're going to set the background type to gradient. And then for the color, the first color, we're going to come over here and set the color to this color here, 9C28BB. Okay, and we're going to reduce the opacity of the color. We're going to drag it and do over here. Okay, now that we've done that, the next thing we're going to do, we'll come over to the second color. For the second color, we're going to reduce the opacity totally, so we'll make it transparent. Okay, and we'll come over to the location. Now for the location, we're going to set the location to 65%. And you can set yours to 60%, 70% to 75%, whatever works well for you, but 65% is okay. So we're going to come over to the type, and I will set a type to red here. So we'll now have something that looks like that. So we're done with the purple. Now let's go to the blue color. I will go to the advanced settings. For the blue, we're going to come down to the background. Similar with what we've done for the purple, we'll set the color to gradient. Now for the color, we're going to set the color here to be 3C28BB. Okay, and then we're going to reduce the opacity, drag it here. So we now have some. All right. So the next thing we're going to do for the second color, we're going to come over here, and then we're going to drag this to transparent, so there is no color for here. Okay, and then just like what we've done for the purple, we're going to come over to the location, set the location to 65%. Well, okay, and then we'll come over to the type and set the type to radial. All right, so we're done with the blue. Now let's come over to the gold. Now for the gold, similar with what we've done for the purple and the blue, we're going to come down to the background. Now set it to gradient. For the first color, we're going to set the color to BB7A28. Okay, and then we're going to reduce the opacity, drag it here. All right, then we'll come for the second color, and then we set it to transparent. And for the location, we set the location to 65%. And for the type, we're going to set the type radial. So we're not have something that looks like so. We successfully created our three colors. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to position them. Now to position them, we're going to start with the purple, Now for the purple, we'll come down here to the positioning here. We're going to set it to absolute. Okay, now we'll come over here. Now for the horizontal orientation, we're going to leave it at 0. And then for the vertical orientation, we're going to give it a value of minus 500 pixel. Okay, and then we're going to come over to the blue. Now for the blue, we'll come here to the position, set it to absolute as well. And then we'll come over to the horizontal orientation. Now we're going to set it to the right. And then for the offset, we're going to set the offset to minus 500. Okay, and then for the vertical orientation, we're just going to remove this 0, so it's empty. Right, now we'll come to the good color. For the good color, come over here to the position, set it to absolute, and then we're going to set the vertical orientation to the bottom, and then we're going to set it to minus 500 pixel to the bottom. And for the horizontal orientation, we're going to leave it at empty, so we're going to clean the 0. So we're going to have our website, our design like this. So you see, we've already added our gradient, the strategic positions on our website. You can also, since you're working with positioning, you can also drag the position to wherever part you want to place it easily. Okay, so just so you know that you can also do that. But for precision, you can just input the values of the offset here, and then you get it exactly where you want it to be, which is what we'll have. So you can notice that our text, our gradient are above our text, and it's making our text a little bit faint and not showing brightly. So we're going to make our text show above all the gradient color. So to do so, we're going to come over here to the heading text. First heading text, we're going to go to the advanced settings, and then we're going to set the z-index to 5. Second heading text, we're going to do the same, set the z-index to 5. And then for the third heading text, we're going to do the same and set the z-index to 5. Now we've successfully added our gradient to our website, and it looks wonderful. Okay, now that we're done with this, you can see now that we are having an overflow on our website. This doesn't look nice, mind you. The reason for this is, so long as you're working with positioning on your website, you're bound to have overflow on your website. So to fix it, it's simple. I'm going to come over to the hero. Now for this hero section, we'll come over here to the layout. Under the layout, to come to the additional options. So for the overflow, we're going to set it to hidden. So now there is no more overflow on our website, and everything now looks great. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check the responsiveness of our design. Okay, to do so, we're going to come over here to the responsive mode, and we're going to check it on tablet. Now for tablet, this is what we have on tablet. This looks great on tablet, so we don't really need to do anything on tablet. So we're just going to leave it like this, and then let's come over to the mobile. Now for the mobile, we can notice that our text color is not even showing, and our gradient isn't that looking great on mobile, so we're going to adjust it on mobile. Now to do so on mobile, what we're going to do here is we're going to come over to the purple, go to the content. For the first thing we're going to do is we're going to reduce the height to 600 pixel. We'll go to the advanced settings. Now for the custom width, we're going to set it to 600 pixel as well, and we're going to come over to the positioning. Okay, now for the positioning, for the horizontal orientation, what we're going to do here is we're going to set it to minus 250 pixel, and then for the horizontal for the vertical orientation, we're going to set it to minus 200. Okay, so we now have something like this. You can see it here. We can still go further. Let's reduce it to minus 230. So we now have, yeah, this is great. Okay, so the next one we're going to work on is our second color, which is the blue color. So for the blue color, what we're going to do, we'll come over to the content. First, we're going to reduce the height to 600. We'll go to the advanced settings. We're going to do the same. For the custom width, we're going to set it to 600 as well. And then we're going to come to the positioning. Now for the positioning, we're going to set the horizontal orientation, the offset, to minus 200 pixel. Okay, so we see we've positioned it. Just look great here. Now, finally, for the gold color, we're going to do here is similar with what we've done so far. Reduce the height to 600 pixel. The advanced settings, come over to the custom width, set it to 600 pixel as well. And we're going to come over to the custom position, and we're going to set the position here for the vertical orientation. We're going to set it to minus 350 pixel. Okay, so we've successfully set our gradient looking great on mobile and also on tablet and on PC as well. So you can see everything looks wonderful. Now, mind you, you can also apply this effect on a lighter background. There is a white background as well. So I've already taken the time to create that, duplicate it in a white background. So let's apply our gradient effect on this background here as well. So to do so, what we're going to do is we're just going to come over here. Now, if you're using Windows, you can just select the first color purple and then hold you down Control and then you select the next color. Select it. And if you're using Mac, you can hold down the Command key and then you select the various colors here. And you now remove your hand from there and you right click and copy. Now you come over to here where you want to paste those effects. I will select the first color where we want to paste it above this first heading. So we're going to select it and then we'll just right click and then we'll click on paste and we apply our gradient color here. So you can see this is our gradient here. This is how it looks on white background. Now we can go further here to duplicate one of the gradient. Same color, let's duplicate the blue and then let's position the second blue. Let's call this blue 2. Let's position it. Let's go to the advanced settings and then we'll come over here to the positioning and we're going to set the horizontal orientation to the left and set the offset to -500. And we now have gradient looking like this. So you can work with this and arrive at a wonderful gradient on our website, on your website. And also to help you choose the right colors for your gradient, you can make use of online tools such as the UI gradient. This tool here, just come over here, show all gradient, and then you select from the various gradient options here and then apply it on your website. Okay, you can also make use of the colors.com, .cool and gradient, and you can see the various gradients here and their color combination, and you can apply it on your website and come up with wonderful gradients on your website easily without the use of any CSS code or images, thereby making your website load fast and giving you full control as to how to position your gradient color on your website and come up with wonderful designs. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. If you've learned something new, please remember to give this tutorial a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified first when I drop a new video. Remember to drop your comments wherever you're confused and have suggestions, and I'll do well to attend to as much as I can. But until then, see you on our next video. Bye-bye.